Hi there guys, welcome to another video here at Online Driving Academy. So today we have 20 new questions, right, coming from all three different topics in your test. So the first topic will be rules of the road. We then have road signs, and then we have your vehicle controls. So as always, I show you guys latest testimonials. Please pause the video and read each and every single one of them. Question 1. What is the purpose of this sign? So we can see this is a rectangular sign. There's a white border, a red background, and we can see there's an arrow, a white arrow pointing towards the right hand side. So is it option A? The purpose of the sign is to indicate a parking lot to the right. Is it option B? To indicate a stop sign to the right? Or is it option C? To indicate a one-way carriageway to the right? Now for option A, it cannot be option A, because the sign does not tell you anything about a parking lot, right? So we automatically can take out option A. For option B, it says to indicate a stop sign to the right. Again, this says nothing about any stop sign, so option B cannot be your answer. The only possible option that could be correct here would be option C. The purpose of the sign is to indicate a one-way carriageway to the right. Remember, if the arrow is pointing towards the left-hand side, then it will be indicating a one-way carriageway to the left. Question 2. How old does a child have to be in order to use a seatbelt? Is it option A, 3 years of age and older? Is it option B, 2 years of age and older? Or is it option C, 1 year of age and older? Now the correct answer here would be option A. The child has to be 3 years of age and older. Question 3. What is the furthest that a load may project to the front of a heavy motor vehicle? Is it option A, 450 millimeters? Is it option B, 550 millimeters? Or is it option C, 300 millimeters? Now the correct answer here would be option C, 300 millimeters. Now remember, what does this mean? This means that any load that you carry on your vehicle, be it a heavy motor vehicle, cannot be longer than 300 millimeters to the front of the vehicle. Question 4. What is the furthest that a load may project to the back end of a heavy motor vehicle? Now remember, the previous question was talking about a load that is projecting towards the front of the vehicle. This question is talking about a load that is projecting to the back end of a vehicle. So is it option A, 1.8 meters? Is it option B, 180 millimeters? Or is it option C, 290 millimeters? Now the correct answer here would be option A, 1.8 meters. Question 5. What is the purpose of this warning sign? Now let's say the question didn't say that this was a warning sign. How would you know that this is a warning sign? Obviously we know a triangle shaped sign will be a warning sign, especially if it has a red border and a white background. Remember, if the background is yellow, it will be a temporary sign. So within the sign, we see there's a black arrow pointing towards the right hand side, and we can see there's sort of like a grid shaped rectangle in this sign. So is it option A, to warn you of a motor gate to the right of the road? Is it option B, to warn you of a ladder to the right of the road? Or is it option C, to warn you of a broken road to the left? Now automatically we can see option C talks about a broken road to the left. Obviously this arrow is pointing towards the right hand side, so we can take out option C as answer. Option B is also incorrect because this is not a ladder, right? Option B is saying to warn you of a ladder to the right of the road. This is not a ladder. This is a motor gate. Therefore, option A will be correct. The purpose of this warning sign is to warn you of a motor gate to the right of the road. Question 6. What should a heavy motor vehicle always carry when driving on a public road? Is it option A, a baby seat? Is it option B, at least one emergency warning triangle? Or is it option C, a tire repair kit? Correct option here would be option B. Question 7. What does this sign warn you of? Now we can see again it is a triangle sign with a red border and a white background. And we can see there's an arrow here that is pointing towards the right hand side. So is it option A, a gentle turn to the right? Is it option B, a driveway to the right? Or is it option C, a sharp turn to the right? So now we can see that this arrow is a very sharp arrow, right? So this means that that turn will be a very sharp turn. So the correct answer here would be option C. The sign will warn you of a sharp turn to the right. Question 8. What should you always do? Is it option A, drive in a safe and rule-abiding manner? Is it option B, drive over 240 kilometers an hour? Or is it option C, have at least 3 spare tires? Now, you have to have at least 1 spare tire in your vehicle, so obviously option C cannot be correct. With option B, it says drive over 240 kilometers an hour. You know you cannot drive over 240 kilometers an hour on a public road. Therefore, option B cannot be correct. This leaves us with option A, and that is your correct answer. You should always drive in a safe and rule-abiding manner. Question 9. What does this sign warn you of? Now we can see a warning sign, but within this warning sign, we can see there's a railway crossing and we can see a train. Is it option A, a railway crossing ahead? Is it option B, a train station ahead? Or is it option C, a truck stop ahead? Correct answer here would be option A, a railway crossing ahead. Question 10. What is the purpose of this sign? Now we can see this is a rectangular shaped sign, with a red border and a white background. Now we can see there are small red and white squares there. There's an arrow pointing towards the left hand side and it says 3 kilometers, right? Now remember this red and white squares, that's actually a road marking, right? Is it option A, to inform you of a petrol station ahead? Is it option B, to inform you of a racetrack ahead? Or is it option C, it warns you of an arrestor bed ahead? Now the correct answer here would be option C. This sign will warn you of an arrestor bed ahead. Question 11. What should you not do if someone intends to overtake you? Is it option A, speed up? Is it option B, slow down and let them pass? Or is it option C, continue obeying the rules of the road? Now they're asking what you should not do. So for option C, it says continue obeying the rules of the road. You have to always obey the rules of the road, so it cannot be option C. Option B says slow down and let them pass. You have to slow down and let them pass if someone intends on overtaking you, so the answer cannot be option B. The correct answer here would be option A, speed up. Let's just make this clear, because I know some people will get confused. You should not speed up if someone intends on overtaking you, right? Question 12. When can you drive on the right hand side of the road? Is it option A, only on weekends? Is it option B, if you feel like doing so? Or is it option C, if you can do so without obstructing other traffic? The correct answer here would be option C. Question 13. You are not allowed to drive a vehicle on a public road if option A, you are wearing your seatbelt, option B, you are holding a cell phone in either one hand or both hands, or is it option C, if it is a public holiday? Now, obviously you are allowed to use your vehicle on a public holiday, therefore option C will not be the correct answer. And obviously you have to wear your seatbelt at all times, so option A cannot be your answer. The only correct option here would be option B. Question 14. What is the most important rule of the road? Is it option A, always drive on the left hand side of the road? Is it option B, you must always have a working cell phone on you at all times? Or is it option C, always use your indicators before stopping? Correct answer here would be option A. The most important rule of the road is to always drive on the left hand side of the road. Question 15. Where would you usually find this sign? Now this is again, it's a warning sign. However, we can see there are falling rocks, right? So where would you find this road sign? Is it option A, on a farm? Is it option B, along the coast? Or is it option C, in a mountainous area? Correct answer here would be option C. Question 16. Which of the following would you use if it is raining outside? Is it option A, the accelerator? Is it option B, the handbrake? Or is it option C, the windscreen wipers. Obviously, you would have to use your windscreen wipers if it's raining. So the correct answer here would be option C. Question 17. If you are driving and a dog suddenly runs across the road, which of the following would you use to try to avoid knocking the dog? Is it option A, the steering wheel? Is it option B, the handbrake? Or is it option C, the accelerator? The correct answer here would be obviously the steering wheel, because you're going to have to try to steer your vehicle away from the dog. Question 18. Which of the following would you use to prevent your parked car from rolling? Is it option A, your steering wheel? Is it option B, the handbrake? Or is it option C, the accelerator? The correct answer here would be your handbrake. So option B. Question 19. Which of the following would you use to look at the vehicle behind you? Is it the rear view mirror? Is it the handbrake? Or is it the brake pedal? Obviously, you have to use your rear view mirror. Therefore, the correct option here would be option A. Question 20. How many pedals does an automatic vehicle have? Is it option A, 3? Is it option B, 2? Or is it option C, 1? Now remember, an automatic vehicle will not have a clutch pedal. Therefore, there will only be 2 pedals. Your answer here would be option B. We have now come to the end of this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want more videos like these, then please subscribe for more. I'm currently working on a new format, so I'm trying to make these videos a lot more engaging and fun. And in doing so, it'll also make it easier for you to remember road signs, rules of the road, and your vehicle controls. So until then, I want to wish you guys all the best. May God bless you. Take care and see you in the next one.